Hello everyone, Drew Wilson of Your Era Gamer here. Today we are traveling to the year of 2019. This is when the Xbox One game Call of Duty Modern Warfare was released. This is a reboot of another game with a basically the same title, but anyway, I would normally put 10 minutes on the clock and get to playing this, but as you can tell, I'm actually not in the game. So let me explain. I bought the physical disc for the Xbox One and thought, okay, put it in, install it, I'll be ready to go. I can just play the single player campaign, no problem. And when I went to install it, I had all these different packs, multiplayer packs, single player packs, that sort of thing. So I let it install that as well. And I thought, okay, no big deal. It's an odd way of handling it to put in every component of your game into a DLC, but whatever. I mean, this is modern gaming, I guess, so I'll let it do its thing. And then it booted up, and I went to the screen, and it said, oh, you need to register an account. And I'm like, I don't need to register an account for a single-player game, or at least I shouldn't be. So I skipped that. And then it went to the next screen, which said, single-player campaign DLC pack missing. I'm like, what do you mean missing? It's on the console. So I tried to get it to detect or whatever, and it just refuses to detect its own data. So I was frustrated, and I thought, okay, what can I do differently to try and fix this problem? And obviously this game is throwing hurdles in my way just to play the darn game, which again shouldn't be a thing, but it is in this case. So I went back, I registered an account with Activision, and I booted the game up, and it said, oh, it needs to restart. I'm like, okay, fine, restart, whatever. And when it restarted, I saw it was like, oh, it's missing the DLC pack. And it was in a different message, and of course, I went and investigated, thumbed through all the information, and so basically I went to this screen for the most part, and it said not installed. So I hit A to install it, and I thought, okay, at that point it'll detect that it was installed, and it will say, oh yeah, it's ready to go, and I'll be able to play the game. Yeah, no dice. Instead, it decided to install the Xbox Store, which I thought was installed already, but whatever. And then it installed the single player DLC again. So then it needed to restart. Okay, restart, whatever. And then I got kicked back to eventually this screen. And it said missing data. Missing data pack. So I went here, and sure enough, it still said not installed, even though the game specifically installed the game. So I clicked on it, and it said, okay, you can download the install pack. I'm like, I'm not burning through another 9 gigabytes of bandwidth just to install and have the game not detect it. So I started looking at the whole thing, and I thought, you know what? This is a lot of hurdles to throw onto someone who's just trying to play the game. And having to require registration just to play a single player game, that's already annoying in and of itself, but to hide the game under a DLC pack that the game doesn't even detect in the first place is even more annoying. And plus, I mean, I did get to playing Call of Duty, was it World War II, I believe it was. Yeah, World War II. And it was a meh game. Like, I wasn't really all that thrilled. And honestly, I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty games, and I'm getting the same thing. Like, it's just bland, boring, not really innovative, that sort of thing. So the question then became to me, is this even worth it? All these hoops to jump through just to play a game that I'm probably not even going to be a fan of in the first place. And I did do what I thought was reasonably expected for the player. I tried to get the game to work, and I was not successful. And I'm sure there are other little weird tricks along the way. I've heard of download the Arab language pack for some reason. Apparently that's supposed to get the game fixed. And and those instructions were for the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, not the Xbox One. And honestly, I don't see how it is even worth it. So at the end of the day, I'm just not gonna bother trying to go any further with this game and just basically call it a broken game. Like, I'm sorry, I tried. I tried to be open-minded, but this to me wasn't worth it. So yeah, I'll probably be giving this a 0 for my reviews, and I'm gonna be moving on. So just letting you know what actually happened and why this game, as which I was originally saying I will be playing, and I'm not actually gonna end up playing it after all. So a little disappointed. I wanted to give this franchise another, chance to kind of impress me, even though it very rarely impresses me. I know the first Call of Duty was actually not bad. Modern Warfare 2, the old one, not the new one, I thought that was actually pretty decent. Other than that, I don't know about the franchise. Like, it doesn't really grab me personally. But anyway, sorry to disappoint you, but this game is not happening for me on this channel, at least for now. So anyway, I guess that is all for now, and until next time, what is your era?